This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, and met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be where or fine, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom, a not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Well, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to the port. I'm the Gav Major as always, and this is the usual Friday night stream, but we are looking at a slightly later gaming slot than the usual, simply because the wife is home. Looking in the chat, we already have Vaz Vegas. Good to see you. Warships for Life as well. I see you on your way home, so potentially you might be joining us later on. Good to see you, Mike X Game as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. always look forward to my streams. Now your Friday is complete. Well, I'm glad that someone looks forward to these live streams, I guess you could say. Good to see you, Spartacus, as well. Almost got a Kraken in the Yubari. Yubari is one of those new marvellous ships, I think, where when you can get a Kraken or something like that, it's always quite amusing. Although maybe a little bit of seal clubbing, but then again, I got a Kraken in the Yubari the other day. No, was it the Yubari? No, it was the Iwaki, and I decided to put that into Wales Weekly because for a Kraken's a Kraken at the end of the day. Good to see you, Sean Whitney, as well. Missed your birthday live stream, but watched it a bit later on catch up. Oh no, cheers. Thanks for answering questions. It was a good watch. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I'm just going to start off the stream. We are going to be going out in the Lightning. So let me just adjust my headset because I was doing a couple of warm-up games earlier, so it's not quite adjusted for the one ear style, but there we go. I've got Vaz with me as well, so we're just going to jump into a game. He's taking the Cleveland, which should be quite interesting. So obviously, as always, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen who are joining us. If you feel like preemptively giving the stream a thumbs up, that'd be much obliged. Obviously helps promote the live stream and things like that. Apart from that, sit back, relax, and feel free to shout out any requests if you so have them, and I will try to write them down so I don't miss them, but I do apologise. Obviously, this week only, I do have the bag ration and the Stalingrad, if those are of interest. Apart from that, if there's no real requests, I will probably just play a bit of the usual and just mix it up as I go along. Try and do a bit of cruisers, a bit of DDs, some battleships, and hopefully, if I can, I'll try and do a carrier game as well. Although I know they're not always the most interesting games, I do think it's worth trying to just showcase as many of the different classes during the live stream. Hope you've all had a good week and are enjoying your Friday. Hopefully the sound is all coming through nice and clear.
Tally-ho! There they are.
On the enemy team, we have a Master Kagero, ZF6, Megami in the division with Georgia, Nagato, Gneisenau, another Georgia, and a Kansas. So, as always, just shout out if the sound's not coming through or the volumes are slightly odd. And I have even forgotten to launch the music, so we will just get that all sorted and launch. Lovely jubbly. Hello, Sax. Hello. Good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Hope work's not keeping you too busy. Hello, David Knight. Hello. Good to see you. Vaz says he's only about halfway through grinding the Cleveland. Ooh, fair enough. RDF is pointing down this way, so that would generally imply that something wishes to come round the corner. So I'm going to start positioning myself to counter that, because I suspect it will be a DD. That would be my guess, although let's hope it's not their only cruiser. That could be embarrassing. Oh, there's the ZF6. Let's see, what's he going to do? If he uses AP... Yeah, he's using AP, so I'm just going to go nose in. The reason being is the ZF6 has pretty dismal high explosives, and so she's really good at, like, armor-piercing shells. But against the destroyer, if I stay nose in here, I'm more likely to ricochet those incoming shots. Noting we have another DD. Let's see, we've got a Mass here. Okay, this could be quite interesting. Mass has quite an aggressive sonar for a DD. I think Vaz is keeping her lit up with his radar for temporarily, but with the aircraft now unspotting me, I'm tempted to... Ooh. She's turning away. She's turning away sharp. Ooh, Neptune Spear. There goes Vaz. I'm noting that the battleship to the off to the side here has got eyes on the Kansas, so I might preemptively smoke up here, see if I can get some fires on the Kansas. Got my sonar on because the mass is lingering around out there somewhere. RDF's given me a nice indication that he's still probably right around the corner, so he shouldn't be closing in and using the sonar on me as yet. Fire. Yeah, I'm working on it. I think the Kansas just damage control. There's a fire. There's a mass. The mass that has really given a good shining, I guess you would say. I think the mass wants to live, so I'm going to go around here and see if I can, like, just pinch him as he, like, loops in here. Well, there he goes. No need to worry about the pinch.
Victory is in sight.
So we'll probably just see if we can come around the corner and start working the Kansas over again. So let's see if we can capture the chat. Swathers, has Wargaming released skills for the new commanders being released on Monday? Yes, there is a blog post for the Transformers commanders which are coming out on Monday, the new ones. I'm trying to think. If someone out there wants to share the link in the chat, then that would be perfectly fine. If not, I might see if I can do that now. Let's see. Just got to open up Discord.
Many thanks.
Start motoring. Let me just see if I can grab this link for you. I do apologise for the one-handed gameplay at the moment. With the chat. There you go. That should be the link for the Transformers. You might have to copy and paste it. Let's see. Like I said, I need to do a bank heist, having have grinded the Cleveland and the Baltimore and the Iowa, but no silver to buy them. Oh my! Time to grind out those tier 6 premiums, I guess, and earn as many credits as you can. Vaz, dang, took 2 random torpedoes from each of the DDs. Ooh, nasty, nasty. Right, let's close down Discord and that internet tab before it affects my laptop too much. Well, there's not exactly much I can do at the moment here. I think the tea is still far too hot to pour. This evening we do have a nice pot of lemon and ginger tea. Still not quite feeling the bovril at the moment. And also I'm going to need something to keep me awake, as I'm already feeling a little bit drained from having done a day's work, which has been very stressful. We also have a nice glass of dark navy rum stashed away on the side for later in the stream, which I'm very much looking forward to. Gneisenau's on like 10,000. Georgia's on a good hefty amount of HP there. Yeah, so chaps, if you're in like a DD versus DD engagement and they're slinging AP at you, go bow in, I've noted. Especially against things like the ZF6, because ZF6 is going to be very tempted to use AP, because it generally yields better results against a broadside destroyer. But if you nose in against them, it should just all bounce, and then you can keep working them over with your front guns. So it means even though they've got a reload booster, it's just bounce, bounce, bounce. Amusing, I had a really strange game earlier today against the Benson, which used AP against me, and so I just nosed in and I won the fight. And what was I in? I was in the Kiev, I think, and that's because of course I'm grinding through the Russian alternative DDs, which are really not worthwhile, chaps. I'm going to have to be completely honest with you. So it's at least so far from my experience, although they're not fully upgraded, so potentially it could be subject to change. See if we get to defend the ribbon. That's what we're really after, I think. Ah, someone else got it. Oh, Kiev. Talking of Kiev. Oh, we did get to defend the ribbon out of that, did we? Oh, okay. Oh boy. Might, more than likely, just keep the Megami lit up rather than actually try and engage in a gunfight here. Or at least I want him to fire his guns first, so I'm not having to take like at least one painful volley of him. He's going nose in, so he's suspecting there might be torpedoes in the area, which is fair enough. And then we have the Georgia, which is going for the... Wow, we're going to win on points, I think, before we can even engage the Georgia there. Let's see if we can shoot down an aircraft while we're at it. So the Lightning has got quite a reasonable AA defence in comparison to, say, the rest of the British territory. Which is life, hey? You're on that. Oh, fair enough. Well, we'll catch up with the results here and see how we all did. Only 42,000 damage, getting 1 kill, 97 hits on target. Only 1 spotting ribbon, amusingly. Second on the team, which isn't too bad. Bit of a squabble, I guess you could say, at the start there. So, any recommendations? I don't think I've seen any shouted out in the chat. We'll just jump into the office mode while I sort everything out in the background. If not, maybe we might go for a bit of tier 6 cruiser. Still far too hot. So, how's everyone's week been going? Hopefully everyone's all well and safe. Okay. So we got ourselves into a division with a Surrey in North Carolina and a Sinop, which could be quite intriguing. I keep wanting to pour the tea. So I'm getting a domination on neighbours. Should be a tier 6 and what else would it be? Oh, Warships Life going great so far. Got a 3-day weekend. Ooh, interesting. Is there a particular reason why you've got a 3-day weekend over there? Mike, it's going. I can say the Alaska buff is great. Oh, maybe we might see if we can do the Alaska game. I'll quickly write that down.
Action stations.
Let's see, what have we got ourselves into? We got ourselves into a tier 6 and 7 game. Enemy team: Kiev, Akatsuki, ZF6, Belfast, Nagato, Gneisenau, Skern, Georgia in the division with an Iowa. this goes. Oh, Labour Day on Monday. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, we recently had a bank holiday, so Monday just gone was a bank holiday. So we just had a 3-day weekend over here in the UK as well. Okie dokie. Ooh, okie dokie. Strange we haven't got a DD with us, but I think that might be our own fault. Iowa, so the Georgia's probably in the middle as well. Belfast? And the Nagato.
Fire. Problem solved, sir.
Interesting that the Belfast is still spotted. Oh, Neptune's Beard.
Concentrate fire on the target.
There's torpedoes from something or other. Didn't quite have the range. Neptune's Beard, White House just got knocked out.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser. Fire.
Ooh, I think it's time for potentially me to start kiting out. I'm not sure. Belfast smoke screen, I'm not sure how long that's going to last.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Nice work.
Z06. No, I don't want to go around the corner because I'll die. I need to back this up. Oh. That's exactly what I was expecting to happen. Yeah, that's my potential fault for pushing in. But it is what it is. We'll see if maybe warships can finish someone else off. And we'll let it. Very nice. Right through the nose of the Nagato, good choice. Might even be able to finish the Nagato. Ooh. Subject to reload, you might be able to finish the George. Ooh, nice.
Thank you. Our team has taken the lead.
Whoosh. 70 HP left on their warships there. Thank God he's got a heal. Sean Whitling, what do you think of the arena mode? Do you ever play it? Personally, I'm not really too interested in arena mode. Because it just... I mean, obviously there's more information forthcoming on this season. but the arms, I'm not a big fan of the arms race mechanic. And I don't mind the free-for-all style and friendly fire style of Arena is quite interesting, but I also find like there's not much strategy. If you're playing solo, sometimes there can be like almost like no strategy. You kind of like all just go off and do your own little thing, or you all huddle up and try to look after each other. There doesn't really seem to be like a sole objective that people are working towards, apart from like trying to get as much XP as possible. Hopefully the seasons coming up are XP, more based off of XP, rather than being based on a number of kills. That season when it was based on number of kills was a bit I feel unfortunate, because it made like Arena a complete like nice kills there. It did kind of make Arena mode just like an all-out squabble over like the dribs and drabs that you could find. What I should have maybe done back there when I was in the Surrey, maybe I should have rammed into the island to make sure I didn't go round. I think I got a little bit greedy trying to help out against the ZF6. When I probably should have just looked after my own skin and just rammed into the island. Yeah, so Arena mode, I play a bit, I do what I need to, but I'm not exactly too fussed about being too like high up on the tables or anything like that. And yeah, it doesn't particularly excite me in any way. I think it's also because like Arena doesn't really count towards anything. Like obviously you have like a leaderboard which is live, but once that season of Arena is over and done with, there's no real way of like showcasing the like your positioning and stuff like that. I think Warships is probably running Will to Rebuild, so that's probably why he's requesting assistance. Like if you look at it like without knowing that Warships just requesting assistance when you're right next to him and stuff, it makes you think like, what, I am helping you, or should I? But in this case, what Warships is trying to say is basically I've got Will to Rebuild, so if you could potentially close into some proximity to me, it means I can keep regenerating some HP. So that's just a nice little like thing to be aware of. I know Warships Live does it. I know Eternal Abyss, who's also just popped by. Hello, you can see your name was. If you have battleships which are requesting assistance, but it doesn't quite make sense. It's probably because they want proximity assistance with their Will to Rebuild. Usually, the main giveaway that's what the battleship intends is to just take a look at the battleship's HP. If the HP is quite low, then obviously the Will to Rebuild only rebuilds you up to about 20% of your HP in total. This is potentially quite awkward because Gascoigne, Gneisenau and an Iowa's got quite a good armoured bow as well, so the Warships has got to try and make sure that the Iowa doesn't just punch straight through his bow, which at this range would be quite easy to pick out. Meanwhile, the ZF6... Annoyingly, the ZF6 must know like where most of the enemies are. His engine's knocked out. I think he just fixed them. I think the ZF6 is being pestered by the enemy battleships. I'm not sure how HP's Vazon. Vazon still has. He's just got to watch his broadside here. I think they both have to, because Gascoigne's now pinching them into a crossfire. There goes Warships, unfortunately. Yeah, what happened there, the Iowa was just backing up and he's just drawn Vaz and Warships into a crossfire with the Gascoigne. That's the Gneisenau, isn't it? Yeah. This could hurt. don't necessarily think there's any point in sitting around and waiting for that game to finish. It's going to be down to whether the enemy can kill our ZF-6, and I doubt that's going to be happening anytime soon. So what we'll do, we'll get the Alaska ready, and we'll take the post-patch buffed Alaska out for a game. And American cruisers, tier 6 and legendary. There we go. Yeah, we do what we can there. Do that. Warships, you know, it's a good day when the Iowa reverses half the map. Yeah, especially that range. Like, I know from personal experience, because it's happened to me, like, it's when you get that close in a ship where your bow can be overmatched by 16-inch guns, that it's very easy to locate that very point on the bow and like punch into the citadel. So I'm surprised that you managed to get as close as you did without him doing that. So potentially that could mean that he wasn't aware of the like capabilities of his guns or the armor scheme. Whereas that DD may as well have been AFK with what he's accomplished. That is potentially true. I think he's been a little bit too cautious. Yeah, the ZF-6 potentially could have done a little bit more on that one. But if not for the other half of the team folding and flanking us, we could have done better. Yeah, I mean, I made a big mistake there with sticking my nose around the corner. I knew it was going to be bad. I just I was hoping the reverse gear would come into action a bit quicker than it actually did, so I ended up sticking my nose a lot further around the corner than I originally wanted to. So we got a game of Domination on Fault Line, legendary and probably tier 7 more than likely. We're in a friendly division of an Alaska, a Karabosk and a Conqueror, so an interesting mix there. Hello, Thoughtful Gamer. Hello. Enemy team: Kagero, Karabosk, Alaska, Nagato, Bismarck, Yamato, Grosser Kurfürst, Shokaku. Ooh. I wish I brought the Worcester now.
Battle starts.
Not exactly too sure where I should be going. I might like mosey up to this corner maybe and then like see what we can see. Grosser Kurfürst. No Grosser Kurfürst division. What? Grosser Kurfürst in range. Ooh. We got ourselves down another Alaska. And Vaz is getting away with capturing the center completely uncontested. And unmolested by the enemy carrier as well. I think I partially underled that. Oh, we didn't lock on. That's my mistake. when it went over because I didn't lock on.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, that one. Oh, nice. This is what we thank our lucky stars that we're not in Stalingrad. Was there carrier? Shokaku. Okay, that'd be mostly torpedo focused. Oh, nice work, nice work.
Good show. Jolly good show.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Come on, RNG. Bless us. Looking at his engines. Oh, what's that? Bismarck. Okay, that's not too much of a concern. You probably know I'm doing a lot of like backwards and forwards on this spot. Basically, I want to stay in this general area, but sitting still is always very dangerous. Because if you sit still, it's easier to pick out, like pinpoint a position on your ship. So if you just keep it moving, keep going like backwards a bit, forwards a bit and stuff. First of all, it means the enemy can't quite get like used to what you're doing. Because one minute you might be going forwards, next minute you're going backwards. You have to constantly keep monitoring and adjusting for that. But furthermore, it also means that it's a lot more difficult for shells to be picked out. Also means I can almost like keep monitoring on my position, and if I need be, keep readjusting my angle. 3 shatters. Okay, interesting. Oh, am I proper stuck? I'm proper stuck. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to have to push forward off this island. That's amusing. Right, that'll be the last HE volley. After this, I'm going to be using the last AP volley, I should say. After this, I'm going to be using HE. Thoughtful T-Ball mentioned that that the Alaska might be the best ship at the tier. What are your thoughts? I haven't really played enough of it to really justify like what's the best and what's the worst and things like that. I think Alaska does feel a bit better, although I haven't exactly got loads of damage out of it. And I haven't even checked in on, say, the Yamato and other things like that to see what changes has happened in regards to those. If only Alaska came with torpedoes. That's what I really want. Will there be an aircraft carrier left by the time my shells make it?
Enemy aircraft carrier destroyed.
I'm sorry. Like, that's not fair, because like those chaps have been working it over. But the worst one is like I fired those shells when the ship had about 20,000 HP. No, wow, maybe 30,000 HP, and then somehow by the time my shells finally get there, there's like nothing left. And I get the kill, which I very much did not deserve. Only 58,000 damage, quite low in the pack. But then that's always because I'm a little bit... I've had so many games in the Alaska where I get dunked on by Yamato very quickly that I have a very nervous disposition when I play in the Alaska, I guess you could say. So yeah, potentially could have maybe played a bit aggressive, but I don't like dying too quickly. 195 decay damage from Warships Life there. Very nice, very nice. Before we forget it, in a German coming out there. That's where I survived and killed both DDs and only had 191 HP left. Ooh, you lucky devil. Yeah, I was going to say, it did look a bit squeaky at one point. Maybe we might do the Worcester. We'll do the Worcester, and then maybe I'll do the Stalingrad as well. If you guys don't mind. I mean, I rarely play Legendary, so it maybe makes a bit of sense to just mess around with it. Where did I get to? Oh, yeah, as Solisac says, if you can, give the stream a thumbs up, we'd be much obliged. Yeah, GG chaps. I got to play it a little bit more aggressively, I think, with you chaps. So it looks like we're going in for a division with a Yamato, a Kleber, and a Worcester. This could be quite interesting. Game of domination on Tears of the Desert. Tier 7 and legendary game, probably. Spartacus. Looked them over. Probably only get the Italian Transformers. Need more commanders and maybe Grimlock. Like to see a dinosaur on the ship. I'm quite intrigued by the British one. Is that Hot Rod? I can't remember. That ability to reduce your aircraft detectability, like your detectability by aircraft. So if you have that maxed out, you can reduce your detectability to like 6 kilometers, and you can push your maximum AA range out to like 6.7. So with the Albemarle, potentially you could have like a stealth AA build where you'll be able to open fire on enemy aircraft before the aircraft can see you, which would be quite amusing. So, Kagera, Kleber, Alaska, Vladivostok, Georgia, Alabama, Yamato. Is my response to that. This is my island. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without my island, I am dead. Let's hope that we can get nice and close. Oh, I'm spotted as well.
We've been spotted.
Will my radar reach? .4. Don't think my radar will reach.
Turret critically damaged. Problem solved.
No, he's most certainly outside of radar range. Oh, I remember this has got a big square stern on it.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Well, I'm going to start turning in now. Yeah, so yeah, the British one is partially tempting, but also I think if I want to see what the other skills are, because we know what the base trait and the unique skills are, but if the, say, what's that? That's a Yamato. Oh no, why is there a Yamato here? But it just say like his other traits are quite interesting. What that potentially could mean is I could bring. I'm gonna say Hot Rod. It might not be Hot Rod, but I could bring them on as a cruiser commander for an agility build or an AA build. I could then take Tennant off as my AA commander, move Tennant onto the Vanguard, and develop a rudder shift build with the Vanguard with Tennant. There goes a turret. This is not where you want to be when you're in a storm.
torpedoes, dead ahead.
Yeah. We'll jump on board with Vaz. Where's Vaz? There he is. Ooh. For those of you who are interested, Colbert is scheduled a nerf in the future. Don't know when, don't know in what regards, but she is on the nerf list. That is confirmed by the public Discord, so I'm not reaching any NDA there. In fact, they haven't even told us as CCs. We've just been made aware that there's a potential nerf for the Colbert on the in the future.
Concentrate fire.
That was lucky. Just got to put that fire out, Vaz.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna be able to do it.
I owe you one.
That's all she wrote, unfortunately. Nice work there, Vaz. What about Grosser Kurfürst? I think Grosser Kurfürst they're happy with at the moment. Haven't heard or seen anything in regards to a Grosser Kurfürst change in the future. Not particularly sure what they would do. Vaz, HE set me on fire twice. Ooh, nasty. I'm not sure. I don't think that game's going to be a winner. Is the best way to put it. I might quickly check the Surrey game that we did earlier. But I'll probably get the Stalingrad ready maybe. If the Surrey game mid-table, Vaz and Warships coming nicely up the top there. They did play very aggressively, quite nicely. I'm surprised I got mid-table with that performance I did, so that is always quite amusing, I guess you could say. So yeah, we'll jump into, say, the Stalingrad. What we'll do is we'll just... Just because this is probably going to be the last time I play the Stalingrad, because I don't plan on picking her up. The reason being is I feel if the Stalingrad's going to be worth 2 million global XP, if global XP is going to be the future way of introducing additional legendary tier ships, I'm very intrigued to see if they will introduce anything else in addition to the Stalingrad. And of course, you know me, very British bias, and at the moment all we have is Conqueror, and I really would like to see Daring or Jutland or Minotaur, which we know is partially confirmed, or Neptune. So being I know the Minnow's coming up in future, I'm tempted to just hold on with my global XP just in case, because we don't know. We know she's coming. We believe she's coming to the Bureau, but we don't know when. And with the Stalingrad being like now global XP, there's Stalingrad's like going to be like a tester, I guess you could say, of potentially introducing legendary tier ships to the game as global XP. So with that in mind, I'm like, oh, I might hold off. Because this is the thing, like, we know they want to add additional ships for steel, but they haven't actually added anything for a good while, and it won't be long until the first players are getting hold of Missouri. So once people start getting the Missouri, I suspect they might introduce something else shortly after. Warships, I would love to see the Minnow and the Halland. Yes, yeah, this is the thing, like, at the moment, Legendary Tier, it has got some nice ships, I guess you could say, but nothing not many nice ships, I guess you could say. Shimakaze, Cleveland, Baltimore, Worcester, Tirpitz, Massachusetts, Kansas, Yamato, Conqueror. Again, we've captured the base on the Atlantic. Interesting. I just switch ears. There you go. It's always quite amusing, like, look at the size of the Stalingrad in comparison to the other ships. Like, she is like the same width, maybe very similar width to the Conqueror, same length as the Conqueror. Just 9 11-inch guns rather than, what's Conqueror? Conqueror's got triples. Oh, I'm spotted. Wait, why is my natural instinct to turn out?
Attention, reporting the target position.
Обнаружен крейсер противника.
Ooh, nasty. Okay, our destroyer is within radar range, but the Shimakaze just does not want to engage. Conqueror showing a bit broadside there. Where's a destroyer? A Shimakaze as well. It's the joys of the Stalingrad's radar is it's like, that's it. That's my volley. Nope, Tirpitz has decided to disappear. If I stay near Vaz, there's a potential I might be able to reload my radar quite quickly. Right, let's see, I want to just know where is he. Can't touch him, but at least we have a better idea where he is. Oh no. Oh. That's all she wrote then. Cheerio, chaps. Off goes the weasel. Yeah. Oh, there goes Vaz as well. Oh. Oh. This is the thing. My favourite one is people who whinge about games where there's multiple destroyers. When it doesn't really matter how many destroyers there are. It's about what your destroyers do. And that's why sometimes actually I think having sometimes more destroyers can actually be better for the game, because the destroyers will find each other. Whereas in a game where there's only, say, one destroyer per team, there's a potential that our Shimikaze could have been on the other flank and their Shimikaze could have been here, so their Shimikaze would have had a lot more free reign than he did. So, too many destroyers, bad for the game? Yeah, too many battleships, bad for the game. Too many cruisers, bad for the game. But too few of something as well is also bad for the game. Everything has to be done in moderation. But that's going to be all she wrote with that one. So we'll be returned to the usual service of playing non-legendary tier ships. But it's fun while it lasted, I guess you could say. Spartacus, I'm at 10k still and don't want to get the Missouri just to find out a new Japanese ship will be made available for steel. Exactly. Yeah, this is the thing. Like the Missouri is going to be nothing special. It's just a Yamato. No, sorry, it's just an Iowa with radar. Great, you know. There's nothing really that special because your guns are still going to reload really slowly, so you're only going to get one volley off with your HE if you even bother to load it. Most likely you're going to be firing AP at something. So, like, oh, Faz is off now. Thanks for coming along though, much obliged. But yeah, I think the Missouri, in my opinion, is just, she's not going to be worthwhile. Mike XM, same as me, just saving for a German ship. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, just they've proven that this is going to be a way of introducing ships. So at the moment, I think it's just save until you got something worthwhile at the end of the day. Sean, I think 2 million global XP for a legendary ship is crazy. I think 1 million is enough, because it's 750,000 for a tier 7, but a jump of 125 for a legendary is bonkers. I think, personally, I would say they have to be at least double. But at the moment, I mean, Stalingrad potentially is justifiable, but at the moment, with the current environment of legendary tier, I just don't think it's really that worthwhile. Horrible teammates, not screening torpedoes, my god. Like it's gaming, or 1.5 million they wanted, but 2 million no. Yeah, but then I wonder if the Stalingrad is being used as like a tester, because as like a long-term goal, because of the type of ship she is and stuff. They maybe don't want to make her too numerous, too easy to get potentially. I think until they introduce more and set a bit more of a precedence of how they're doing it, I'm kind of in a general agreement that the Stalingrad probably is a little bit overpriced, but we've got to compare her against, say, tier 7 premiums, and most of those tier 7 premiums were like previous campaign ships and things like that. But it'd be interesting to see if they say the Minotaur came as a global XP ship. Would she come as at a cheaper cost or a lower cost? That would be my interest. Why is our Cleveland at the back of the map? I think potentially adding an additional layer of defence for our team against a possible incursion from World of Tanks, potentially. Cheerio, Bass, cheerio. No, not interested. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Are we seriously going to be able to get this cap completely uncontested?
I need your support.
Potentially we are. See what's going on over there. Aircraft on the corner, which would generally imply there's a cruiser on that corner. It's the Aoba. What else have we got? Only bit 10. Oh, she's going to get away, isn't she?
Fire!
Yeah, she's going to get away with that.
Problem solved, sir.
Nope, that doesn't work. Oh, I'm on it like a car bonnet.
Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set. Main turret critically damaged.
Fire! Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Problem solved, sir.
Why won't you die?
Enemy cruiser sunk. Our team has taken the lead.
I'm going to get detected by fire and smoke. I think just go quiet for a second. That should be enough. Oh, nice work, nice work, nice work. I always keep thinking there's something to the south of us. Right, time to switch flanks, I guess. Seems to be all right there. Oh, just about halfway through the stream. Yeah, how about halfway through the stream? We've done quite a few games, actually. Quite interestingly. Haven't had any amazing performances, but that's just me all over. Especially at Legendary tier. I'm useless at Legendary tier.
Concentrate fire on the
Ooh,
designated
looks like Warship's engine's knocked out. Let's see if I can give him a push. To be honest, he is in a California, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to aim my bow to lock in. There we go. So now I'm providing, I'm basically being a tugboat, getting getting warships alive in probably one of the slowest battleships. Let's see, he's doing 24.7 knots at the moment, 24.8, because I'm basically pushing him along. So this is teamwork, chaps. If you need to get your American battleship across the map and you're in a cruiser, if you look on the back of the American battleships, they've got these little 20mm AA pods, and you can wedge your bow in between the pod and the stern and give them a good push. So at the moment, I've managed to get warships up to 26.3 knots in the California. So there you go. Nice bit of teamwork for you. I think I might... No, I'm still locked in nicely. You just got to watch yourself sometimes. If you do like... It's great for going in a straight line. If you do some manoeuvring, what you will find is that the cruiser will become unlocked from the back of the American battleship. 26.4 knots from the California. That's not bad. Can't complain about that. Yeah, just give your horn a toot when you want me to unlock, and I'll let you go.
Many thanks.
Victory is in sight.
Oh, very nice. Just get our shells through there. Just looking around for torpedoes, just in case it can give me a nice indication where the enemy destroyer's gone. Suspect he's gone way off north. Yeah, there's torpedoes. There it is. Okay. Sure, not sure why, but would you see a Jolly Roger flag in the game? Plus, would like a special game mode where galleons would fight it out. Old-fashioned cannibals. Well, I think there is an intention to bring the Jolly Roger flag for USS Kidd into the game. Not sure when, but I know that's on the to-do list, I guess you could say, along with a potato flag. In regards to
Enemy destroyer blown up.
did my torpedo find its way to the guidey? The one torpedo I fired at the battleship found its way to the guidey there. That's quite amusing. In regards to like a pirate ship mode, I don't think it would be like a permanent mode if they ever did it. If they did do it, what I'd like to see would be as like a Halloween event. That would be quite a cool one. They have like arena battles, almost like they did with the Rust and Rumble, but like give us like maybe take some ships out of the game and make them piratey with like cannons on each side or something like that. That'd be quite funny. Not too bad in Exeter. That was quite amusing. I'll let Warships pick the next tier unless there's any requests, and we'll just jump back to the out of the office mode. Spartacus potato flag as reward that you have to fly for the next match. The potato flag could be always quite interesting. Admittedly, I haven't done a carrier game, so maybe I'll see if Warships will allow me to do a carrier. I think he might let me do a carrier. I just got to decide which carrier I want. I might do the Shokaku, because she hasn't got much love on my streams, I have to confess. And then we get like an obligatory carrier game all tucked away. Oh, Mike X Gaming wants me to play the Gneisenau or Gneisenau. Yeah, sure. Hopefully we won't be upsetting many Germans today. Which is like, for me, I have a 20-second delay on the stream, so I hit the horn, and 20 seconds later you said, hit the horn, turn the hitch. Yeah, so sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know how much of a delay there actually is with the stream. Like, I know when I do some testing and stuff, it's about 7 seconds. However, it does obviously it might vary on say your internet or even my internet and my streaming software. Oh, we'll just finish the tea. And then we'll start the rum at the end of this game. Right, Domination, Sea of Fortune, Shokaku, Japanese carrier. I've got no idea which flank I particularly want to support. I potentially might just position over there. We'll launch the torpedo bombers, which are quite pretty. Nope. Just doing a safety drop there. I'll do another safety drop here. But have a quick look at the enemy team. Akatsuki, Mayuku, Prince Eugen, KG5, North Carolina, Odin, Georgia, Iowa, August von Parsifal. Okay. Yeah, I've gone straight down the middle of the map, but what this means is suddenly we can get loads of potential spotting all sorted here. Only 2 cruisers. That's probably one of their DDs. There's another cruiser. That Odin looks quite tempting. Actually, even maybe seeing if we can just catch up the Prince Eugen. one hit there. No eyes on their destroyer as yet. But usually I find if you want to survive in a destroyer, sometimes just like hanging back at the start of the game, working out what the enemy carrier is doing first and staying within like an AA bubble of a friendly ship can be quite advantageous. Seeing that they have started capping Bravo. So potentially going to be down the bottom. Oh, there you go.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Okay.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
You never know with that dispersion. Let's see. Nah, he's just got away with it. Lucky devil.
All stations concentrate fire on the target.
Now I'm not going to let him get away unmolested in there, so I will be sending this flight in there as well, with the intention of seeing where he goes. There you go.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
It's always quite awkward in a carrier because you have to do these kind of things where you have to sacrifice dealing any damage to the enemy team sometimes for the benefit of the team. Right, well, we've pestered her out of Bravo at least. The question is, do I go after her one more time? I think I might have to. What's that? There's their carrier. Well, their battleship there. Right, I need to make a move. Let's do a partial move over here.
Get back!
I think now the Akatsuki should be well and truly restrained, I guess you could say. We'll crack on and actually try and get some damage this game. This is what I always find with a carrier. You got to try. You can either help your team and come bottom of the table, or you can be selfish and actually do all right. They should both make it. There you go. And we'll do another. I might have to watch myself with this. Yeah, it's noted that the Akatsuki has decided to close proximity with the Iowa for protection. Ah, there we go. Oh no, it's just... oh, Neptune's beard. Amusingly, haven't got any flooding. That was 7 torpedoes. Now normally, think if I was in any other ship, I probably would have myself in, but at the moment, because I've faffed around so much at the start, keeping the Akatsuki tied up, I am going to have to try for just that little bit more damage. I think we'll go that way then. Can we do one last strike? Maybe. Oh, evening picks a mug. Things... things are going all right, I guess you could say. Yeah, well, that's all she wrote. maybe at the start, wow, got two decisions: leave the Akatsuki unmolested and focus on damage, or go after her. I've still got third. Ugh. Strange. Alright, that's the one and only carrier game we'll do. Let's see, we've got to the last half now of the stream. Day night. Shouldn't spot and give more XP. I think most of my probably XP from there probably did come from spotting. Because I only did like 45,000 damage. I think they... Carriers seem to be a little bit more... I think it all depends on your team as well sometimes. I think if you have like a very good team, like all your spotting will count for nothing. Whereas like say in some games your spotting can be quite rewarding. Let's see, we haven't done any battleships. Maybe we take the Grand Old Lady out. But yeah, like potentially whether spotting should give more XP or not for a carrier, I'm not quite sure. It would be nice if they did make it that way, so like the need sometimes to go after the damage. What I'll do, I'll just quickly go to this then. There we go. Yeah, so I think like spotting XP for destroyers and carriers should be different to say cruisers and battleships. Wait, the Gneisenau. He's right. He is right. Alright, I'll show you how not to play a Gneisenau again. Or do you want the Scharnhorst? Oh, we might run out of time. Just waiting for the division to sort themselves out. There you go. Yeah, we'll see if we can do two more games. So we'll do the Gneisenau, and then either we'll do the Grand Old Lady or the Mighty Hood. Not quite sure. See what tickles our fancy. Well, chin chin, everyone. So, probably a tier 5 and 6 game of Domination on New Dawn. Because I don't think you get New Dawn at tier 7. I mean, I could be wrong. No, tier 5 and 6. Akatsuki in division with Azara in North Carolina. Then we have a Leander of Dallas at Pensacola. Warspite, Arizona, Nakato. Okie. I think my intention is to probably do a bit of a hard right, get right out on the flank, and then turn in and angle in. And in that way, maybe I can like drive. I've just got to stay unspotted from that Nagato for as long as I can. Well, he says that, and then Arizona appears. And then there's a Pensacola. So there's no destroyer located at this cap, which is obviously advantageous. Nagato can overmatch my nose, Arizona can't. So I'm going to have to make sure I stay angled against Nagato. Just checking my angle. I'm seem to be reasonably angled against Nagato. We'll find out in a second though. Oh, overpens.
Gegnerischer Kreuzer zerstört. Das ist ein guter Anfang. Problem gelöst.
So what's in the middle? North Carolina, more 16-inch guns, jolly good show. Right, I want to almost like try and angle myself against both of them. Can't reach you. Gonna have to try and close in on the Nagato. Just getting over. That North Carolina is a huge concern. Let's get around the back of the sunken Arizona. Oh, double.
Good show.
Right.
Jolly good show.
We know what we need.
Speed and power.
Again, got to stay angled but not bow in. Now I can actually overmatch the nose on North Carolina. Whether my guns are accurate enough to actually hit the target is always another question. Disabling the turret. Oh, enemy DD spotted on the right there, but I can't touch him as yet. But potentially, there might be torpedoes in the water, so I'm just going to slow down.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Akatsuki versus Akatsuki. Who will win? Place your bets now.
All forces provide cover for that target.
Oh. Right, expecting, was it Azara? Yeah, expecting Azara. Interestingly, Azara from the alpha testers.
Problem gelöst.
Shame he's got such good detectability when firing in smoke. Oh well. What's the remaining battleship? A Warspite. Ooh, that could be dangerous. Because again, we had 2 Japanese torpedo boats gunning each other down. That's something you don't see every day. Very true. Ooh. I think meat's back on the menus for some. Oh, I might as well let it crack because you never know. German dispersion. Surprise, surprise. There we go. Ooh. Okay, he's more dead ahead of me. Training my guns off to my left. I want to get to this island, use the island as a bit of cover, and then sneak out from behind it. Ideally, I'd like the rest of my team to catch up with me so I don't get completely focused. Leander. And there's the Warspite. There we go, managed to get my nose in, which is what I really wanted to do. Just because my nose can be overmatched by the 15-inch guns of the Warspite. The Warspite does come with standard AP, so I really don't want to get hurt by that. Oh boy. Another aircraft from where? Is that the Warspite? Oh, there's more torpedoes.
Torpedoes off backboard.
No, the Warspite's in there. But I've got to keep an eye out for those 15-inch shells because they will really hurt.
Torpedoes off backboard.
And also we know that potentially the Leander has fired most of her torpedoes. Okay, there's the Warspite, that's not too bad. I think the aircraft of the Warspite has just returned, which means the Leander has no eyes at the moment until the Warspite comes charging around the corner.
Torpedoes voraus.
I think there's a turret-sized gap here that we can squeeze through.
Torpedoes direkt voraus.
Someone else should be able to finish off the Leander, I hope. If not... But, gotta keep it angled into the Warspite. There we go. 115,000 damage in the Gneisenau. I'm gonna have to give it to you, chat. Like, this once-a-week game that you make me play in the Gneisenau has potentially made me better in the Gneisenau. So, chat, I do appreciate your persistence. First bloke I scored is high caliber, 3 kills. Yeah, that was a good all-round game. I'd love to use it as a stream highlight, but I don't want to have to keep using using the Gneisenau as the stream highlight every time. Alrighty, we'll take the Grand Old Lady out for one last game. Okay, maybe we'll do the Mighty Hood. Yeah, we'll do the Hood. See if we can get a nice game in her. But yeah. Thank you, Micah's game. Spartacus, any reason why Wargaming won't let a player control secondaries on carriers? I think it's mostly to keep it in line with all the other classes. And also most of the time, like, carriers are kind of like AFK on autopilot when they got the aircraft up. Okay, so that goes to the YouTube highlights. Oh, does it? Oh, remember what happened the last time I did a Gneisenau highlight? I got I got a very upset person who who didn't appreciate the way I played German battleships. Apparently, third place on the team in high caliber, and was it 2 or 3 kills? Was not the correct way to play the Gneisenau. Anyway, let's see what we got ourselves into. ATS 5 and 6 game. Okay, that's favourable. Monaghan, Benham, Molotov, Aoba, Charles Patel, Ismail, Fuso, Colorado.
Action stations.
I guess we want to partially support our Benson. The middle's always a really awkward place to spawn because you don't really want to charge forward because you'll get caught in a crossfire. At the same time, surrender in the middle can also be quite dangerous too. This island can be very dangerous as well for a battleship. There's lots of crews in the enemy team, which I guess is favourable. The Fuso's over there. Okay, we know where the division is. They certainly have one of their destroyers, which would be the Benham at Alpha. They've also got another one of their destroyers located. Oh, there's the Ismail. Come on, Hood. Start backing up now, please. Now's a good time to back up. Back up, please. This might hurt. That could have hurt a lot more.
Critically damaged.
Oh, she had one crack at me and then she's called it quits. Interesting choice. No torpedoes in the water yet. Just wondering if that might force the Ismail to go broadside on or something. Just because I've got AP loaded, I want to make sure that I get potential good shot. I probably can overmatch her bow, so maybe we'll just try for that. Now she goes broad, so we'll just angle it in. Monaghan spotted, okie dokie. Okay, this might be enough now. Right flank's failing, so I don't exactly want to speed over there. RNG, please favour us. There we go.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Just keeping tabs on that division because they're quite dangerous. Finally got a 15-inch shell into him. Nice, nice, nice. Molotov. Molotov's got like no armor if I recall. Nuremberg.
Torpedoes to port.
Three pens and no damage. What? One more time.
Fire.
Oh, nice work, Action Pumper.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
I've tried to turn the way that I would anticipate the Charlemagne not to fire torpedoes, because he knew I had my guns off to my left. He probably was expecting me to turn to port in order to try and bring my bow turrets onto bear.
Torpedoes astern.
And there they are. As expected. RNG. you should really load HE right off.
Our team has taken the lead. Fire! Enemy cruiser sunk.
Okay, that's not quite favourable angle. I might just do... I want to angle myself so I'm angled towards where he's... yeah, I want to be angled towards where he's leading rather than actually... Oh, wait, is he leading in? He's not leading. Is he leading in? He's going to lead in. No, he's not going to lead in. So I want guns over there. I want a repair party. Just angle in like this. What I'm trying to do, I don't want to be too broad to the Colorado because I know she has 16-inch guns. So I've changed the side of the ship I'm offering to the Colorado. So therefore, because I can get a better angle to lead from this side of my ship, I can stay narrower or more narrow to the Colorado or more angled. Although he's made that angle so acute, it doesn't make too much of a difference, but we will. Oh, and that might have been bad timing. Go on, tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in, tuck it in. Yeah, this is perfect. I was having fun. Come on. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, we actually did something. Is that like my second high caliber or something? Yes, my second high caliber. I've been playing destroyers all week, yeah, I haven't actually done, because I've just been, can't really get high caliber in destroyers sometimes, especially the Russian ones. But yeah, so high caliber, 52 hits on target, 3 citadels, 3 enemy ships destroyed. Coming second on the team, our division killing a total of 6 enemy ships as well, which is quite impressive really, and 113,000 damage. Now that potentially might be the stream highlight, because that really did showcase how I play the Hood and how advantageous her angles are at times. Well, I hope everyone did enjoy coming along to the live stream. I will part ways from the division, but I'd like to say thank you to Las Vegas, to Warships Live, and to Action Pumper for jumping in with the community division that we've had. I'll jump back to the at the desk mode while Hood is preparing herself in the background for the final chin chin and cheerio. But having I'll quickly go through the chat and see who's been here. But of course, I'd like to say obviously thank you to everyone who has come along, and if you can, feel free to give the stream a thumbs up. We'd be much obliged. Starting off, let's say thank you to Vaz Vegas, to Warships Live, to Mike X Gaming, to Spartacus, to Sean Whitling, to Salty Sax, to David Knight. Let's see, thank you to Thoughtful Gamer as well. Good to see you. Thank you to Pixel Mug. I think that's been everyone. Obviously, it's been a slightly later slot than the usual, I guess you could say. So, obviously, what that has meant is it has been a little bit quieter, especially considering times for Europe and stuff like that. So, obviously, thank you to everyone who has managed to come along. Thank you, Warships. Cheers. Well, yeah, I'll put those back on. Spartacus, next year's challenge, a Kraken on every ship. Oh boy. Being I've only managed to do like 107 Krakens, so Krakens are few and far between for myself. I would have to completely confess. Like I said, I was entertained, you had fun, so we cool, right? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you. Chin chin, cheerio. Pixel, thank you for the stream. Have a good evening, afternoon, good morning, and good night, everybody. Hopefully everyone's okay. While the music has temporarily stopped, I'll just quickly close that down. Actually, take an advantage of that. I better open up YouTube. Open up this. I'll also quickly switch it back to the gaming screen, so you can have one last look at the Hood, which managed to do quite well towards the end of the game there, which she definitely impressed me, I have to completely admit. So I'm quite pleased with that. And yeah, everyone look after yourself, stay well, stay safe, have a good weekend, and yeah, I guess we're all back to work in the coming week. So yeah, thank you everyone, and see you. Wow. Obviously, still live streaming next Friday, but I'll see you when I see you. Cheerio.